Hello, 8th graders and future Parkland High School class of 2018 members. My name is Mr. Moniz and I'm the principal of Parkland High School. Flexibility is a key trait of successful people and successful organizations. And with all the inclement weather we've been experiencing lately, we're going to try to be as flexible as possible. We're creating this video so that we can share with you a lot of information regarding our course registration booklet and the different programs and course offerings that we have to offer here at Parkland High School. You are incredibly fortunate to be a part of Parkland School District, where we value excellence in academics, arts, and athletics. The facilities and programs that we offer here at Parkland High School rival many colleges and universities across America. The core courses that you're going to come into contact with as 9th grade students help lay the foundation for your success here as a high school student. You're also going to find that there are over 160 different elective courses that you can experience here as a high school student. As a 9th grader, we encourage you to examine our course registration booklet thoroughly, get to know the different programs and elective and core courses that are offered to you as a student. Get to know them very well and get involved. Not only are the academics an important aspect of being a successful high school student, but it's also very important that you get to know the different activities and clubs that the high school has to offer and that you can participate in to build a social network and maybe most importantly, start to build your pathway to success. We want you to listen very carefully to the presentation today so that you understand the different course options that you have as a 9th grade student. Not only that, we need you to really consider, and this is most important, really consider and make good decisions about your course levels that you're going to take in the different courses you choose. Whether or not the course level is honors, GHP, or CP. We need you to be confident that you will be successful in that course level and that course level coincides with your academic strengths. Having a successful 9th grade year is incredibly important. It's something that you will be able to build upon, so please be very smart about the courses that you choose. Talk with your teachers, talk with your parents, talk with your guidance counselors about which course level and courses you think will help you be most successful as a 9th grade student. As an incoming 9th grader, it's also important to try to begin with the end in mind. Think about where you want to be at the end of your high school career. Take a look at the courses that are out there for junior and senior students that you may wish to take, and look at the prerequisites that you will need to take to get to that point as a senior or as a junior. Identify what your key strengths are as a student or what you feel passionate about, and really spend some time digging in our course registration booklet to look at the courses that we offer in those particular areas of interest. Remember, Parkland High School, our students and our staff, we have high expectations for you. You represent the continuance of Parkland's incredible tradition of excellence. You represent Parkland pride. Understand that our tradition of excellence didn't happen by just showing up. You need to take the next 4 years very seriously and devote yourself to the future starting right now. Starting right now when you start to examine this course registration booklet and the programs and the courses that we have to offer you. Listen carefully to our department heads today and their presentations. We hope your parents can join us for our parent meeting this Thursday night, June 9th, in the high school auditorium at 7 p.m. Mrs. Pilgert, head of our guidance department, is going to speak to you next. Good luck, class of 2018.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Pilgert. I wanted to just welcome the class of 2018. The teachers and counselors are here to help you with this process. There's just so many wonderful opportunities and choices here at the high school. We encourage you to take advantage of everything you can during the next 4 years. There's a lot of information being presented today, so please listen closely. The middle school and high school counselors will be meeting with you this week to provide you with additional information regarding the Program of Studies book and the green registration sheet, which I believe you may have already received. Mr. Humes will be joining the middle school counselors at Springhouse, and Mrs. McGarr will be coming to the Orfield Middle School to answer any questions you may have about course registration at the high school. There's a few important points I'd like you to remember. 24.25 credits are required to graduate from Parkland High School. There's 4 credits in English, 4 credits in history, 3 credits in science, 3 credits in math, and 1.25 credits of health, physical education, and driver training. The remaining credits are electives. 1 technology credit is required, along with 3 credits in arts and humanities. You'll find the graduation and credit requirements in the course study guidebook. Please take some time to look them over with your parents. You need to remember that every 9th grade student must select an English, history, math, and science class for next year. There's various levels to choose from: applied, college preparatory, gifted high potential, and honors. The 9th grade teachers will be explaining the differences between the levels for you today. They'll be including the course requirements, the curriculum, and the summer reading assignments within each of the honors subjects areas, with the exception of the world language. Most English, history, and math classes are scheduled as single period classes here at the high school, meeting for 44 minutes. Most of the science courses are offered in a double period format, 88 minutes here at the high school, meeting 3 out of 6 days of the cycle for a full year. Students planning to attend a 4-year college or university after high school need to plan to take the second level of a world language course. If you are currently struggling in your world language course, maybe earning a D or possibly a C minus, you may want to think about repeating the course. Also, the same holds true for math classes. If you are struggling, you may want to think about repeating your math class again for next year. We are encouraging all of you to select 1.5 credits worth of electives. We can't guarantee that all of you will receive the 1.5 credits, but we would like you to select that many. We will try our best to schedule them for you. It's important to check the prerequisites for each elective you select. Be sure you have met the requirements before you select the course. Elective offerings are available in all of the academic subjects: the arts, business and information technology, family and consumer science, music, and technology education. Teachers from each of these departments will be explaining their electives to you today. Remember, alternate electives are very important here at Parkland High School. Please remember to list 4 alternates. If the course is closed, we will schedule you for the alternate elective you selected. Freshmen are the last class to actually get scheduled in the summer, so please remember you need to carefully select that alternate elective. Health and physical education is also a requirement for all freshmen here at Parkland High School. The course will be scheduled in a double period format, 88 minutes, and will meet 3 out of every 6 days of the cycle. They have some great activities, and we also have an alternate physical education elective offering called Healthy Weight Management, which meets for the full year. 9th graders, you also have the opportunity to attend the Lehigh Career and Technical Institute for a half a day. We're very fortunate to have the #1 ranked Career and Technical Institute in the state of Pennsylvania, only 5 minutes from our high school. LCTI offers over 30 areas of study, including lab and 4 career cluster areas: arts and humanities, business and communication technology, engineering and industrial technology, and health and human services. 9th graders choosing to attend LCTI for a half-day lab will receive their academic instruction in English, history, math, and science back here at Parkland High School. At the bottom of the green registration form, you're going to be asked to identify your career goal. Your middle school counselors will be working with you to help you identify careers that match your personal interests using career cruising. This will help you to understand the career cluster and pathway your career goal fits into. This can also help you select some electives that might be interesting to you and help you explore future career paths. This Thursday night, January 9th, your parents are invited to a similar program like today. Please remind them to be here at 7 p.m. in the auditorium. I hope you're excited about coming to Parkland High School. During the next few months, students and counselors from the high school will meet with you several times to help you prepare for the first day of high school next year. We will see you this week, so please write down your questions, and Mrs. McGarr and Mr. Humes will be happy to answer them when they get to your middle school. Take care.
Good day, Parkland High School class of 2018. My name is Timothy Schwartz. I'm the chair of the English department here at Parkland High School. Thomas Edison, one of the most prolific inventors and thinkers in history, once said, "Vision without execution is hallucination." And right now, you guys are all at the vision stage, and hopefully you're excited about our English offerings I'm about to tell you of, and I hope you fully execute your visions to achieve the best possible education you can receive here at Parkland High School. First off, English is a required subject every year that you are a student here at Parkland High School. For the 9th grade curriculum, it begins for the literature from the beginnings of America to about 1900 with Native American and colonial literature and various supplemental readings. The other part of the curriculum of the 9th grade English is intensive grammar, writing, vocabulary by level, and keystone preparations. As a staff, the English department here at the high school has 25 English teachers who teach a range of classes. You can check out their websites on the Parkland High School homepage and see whatever kinds of course activities they have going on at the present time. The course levels that you're going to find, you'll probably hear a lot later from every department chair who speaks about his or her subject. The various course levels can be found on page 23 for the English department. The course levels are as follows. Advanced Placement, or AP, and that kind of goes along with the honors classes, is a scholarly and accelerated level that has preparation for future honors courses, and for the English department, that's preparation for the AP exam, which you'll take in your 12th grade year. A final grade of B assures placement in the next year's pathway course for that class, and there is a summer assignment every year. For those of you who are planning on entering the honors class in 9th grade, the summer assignment is to read the novel Huck Finn by Mark Twain. The second level that you'll hear is the GHP, or Gifted High Potential level. I like to call that a more advanced level. It uses college preparatory as a basis, and it has more advanced content, resources, processes, pace, breadth of material, and research, and content is differentiated. The level below that is the college preparatory level, or CP. This is an academic level that has a slower pace, less content, and less intensity of work, and it has an on-level vocab book. Then there's a seminar level. The seminar level is more of a team approach to learning with a wide range of studies, and the standards are in place to improve deficient English skills in all areas for that class. Then the final level is an applied level. It's a theme-centered and fundamental approach, sometimes team-taught. Basically, it teaches effective writing skills, and it uses a different anthology than all the other levels. And some classes, like I said, are co-taught with a special education teacher. One of the key components of the English department that I wanted to get across to you today is that we have a wide range of electives, which can be found on pages 25 to 28 in your course selection guide. We have electives in publishing, specifically the yearbook here at the high school, Parkey, and our school newspaper, The Trumpet. We have electives in writing. There's Creative Writing 1, Creative Writing 2, and Journalism. We have electives on the stage, theater, acting, technical theater and lighting, and stage and sound design. And then in communications, we have broadcasting, video and film production, television news studios, and public speaking electives. And this year, some of the literature and general electives that we brought back women writers, Greek Roman mythology, sports and literature, and learning strategies. 3 of the clubs that the English department is involved in is the National English Honor Society, or NEHS. We have a literary mag that if you're creative in photography or writing or any kinds of poetry, you can join the Lit Mag. And we also have a guitar club that's available. So if you have any questions, you can look at the English pathway on page 22 in your course selection guide, or you can go to the Parkland High School website and, like I said, check out the individual teachers' websites and what they have to offer for you here in the English department. So thank you very much for your time this morning.
Good morning and greetings to the class of 2018 for Parkland High School. My name is Melody Stinner, and I am the Mathematics Department Chairperson at Parkland High School. On behalf of the 23 math teachers here, we'd like to welcome you and go through very quickly some very brief but important information concerning your class selection for next year. At some point, you will be receiving the course selection guide. And at that point, we ask you to turn to page 35, where you will see the pathways for selection of math classes at Parkland High School. Essentially, you need to simply find the course you are currently taking under the 8th grade column, and then look immediately to the right to the 9th grade column in terms of your selection for next year. I ask that you keep several things in mind when you make this selection. First of all, in some cases, you will be asked to choose a level. You'll be moving to, for example, if you are currently in Algebra 2, you'll be moving to geometry next year, and you will be able to select from either honors or GHP levels. Keep in mind that the honors and the AP selections in the math department are your most rigorous and most theoretical and abstract courses. GHP, Gifted High Potential, still a very well-rounded, not difficult, but a challenging course, all right, preparing you for college and college level studies. CP, preparing for college preparatory, preparing for college level studies, and applied, a more hands-on approach, concrete approach to the course material. So please be careful in choosing your level in this course. If you are not sure, feel free to contact your current teacher. On pages 36 through 38, you will see a description of each course. Once you determine which course you're moving to, please read the course description, paying careful attention to the prerequisites for the course. This pathway has been carefully designed for all Parkland students to be successful on Keystone, SAT, ACT, and AP exams as they move through their 4 years at Parkland High School. We need you to stay in sequence and choose a challenging yet not ridiculously hard level for what you would like to accomplish in your 4 years at Parkland. Also, there are some elective courses listed on pages 39 and 40. You will see additional offerings if you are looking for some additional math elective courses to round out your schedule. Again, please read the prerequisites and the course description before selecting that. We also have, if you're interested in extracurricular activities, the math department has a very competitive math team who competes in national and state level math competitions. You may sign up for that in the fall. When you come in the fall, you'll notice sign-ups coming through your math teachers. You can sign up for that team. And we also have a very active computer club. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at any time. The link is on the math department part of the Parkland High School website. Please feel free to email or voicemail with any questions. Thank you.
Okay. Good day, 8th graders. My name is Mrs. Baranek, and I'm the Science Department Chairman here at Parkland High School. I also teach some courses in biology and environmental science. What I'd like to talk to you about today is to focus on what you really need to know when picking a science course. First of all, if you get your course selection book from your guidance counselor, you should open up to page 41, and that's where all the science courses begin. If you want, you can look ahead and map out your next 4 years. But right now you really just need to focus on making good choices for your freshman year, and you'll figure things out when you're in 9th grade and what you want to do the rest of your 4 years at high school. You will need to take at least 3 years of science to graduate. We highly suggest that you take 4 because you never know where your future is going to take you and what you're going to need to have, what kind of foundation you're going to need to have. So anyway, the science subject for 9th grade at Parkland High School is Earth Science. And we offer that at 4 levels: honors, GHP, college prep, and applied. And I'm going to suggest for the choice of levels, if you're at all concerned, that you speak with your teacher first and foremost. They know best what you're capable of doing and what you're ready to do, and also with your parents and your guidance counselor. So that's it for Earth Science. If there are some students who choose not to take Earth Science and take honors biology, keep in mind if you choose this course, you will be taking a Keystone exam at the end of the course in May, and that score will count towards your graduation. Also keep in mind this is a very challenging and demanding course. So Sometimes 8th grade students going into 9th grade are ready and some aren't, so you honestly have to think about whether you're ready to take on that challenge. All science classes here at Parkland High School meet every other day for a double period, except the applied science, which meets every day for a single period. So that's another difference between middle school and high school. So I know that you are all going to probably forget a lot of what you're hearing today, so I summarized what I think is my best advice to give all of you for picking science and maybe for picking your other courses. Pick levels that will challenge you without overwhelming yourself. Pick what is best for you. Don't worry about what your friends are doing. If you sign up for a level just so you can be in the same class as your friends, the chances are that you will not be in the same section anyway. Be honest with yourself about how much time and energy you are willing to put into your schoolwork. Honors courses are for those who are very hardworking and very independent. Each requires an extensive summer assignment. Listen to your teacher and parents' advice. Please remind your parents to come to the meeting this coming Thursday night and if at 7 o'clock here in the auditorium, and if they can't make it, they can call me and they can find my phone number again. I'm Mrs. Baranek, 610-351-5600, extension 73246, or they can email me at baranek@parklandsd.org. Good luck, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you here next year. It will be here before you know it. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alice Steinbaugh, and I am chair of the Social Studies Department here at Parkland High School, and we are very much looking forward to having you all come here next year. For those of you who enjoy history, you get to take it for 4 years, the high school. 4 years of social studies are required, and beyond that, we have a lot of fun electives for you to be able to take. Your choices are very simple going into the 9th grade. Everyone takes American History 1 going into the 9th grade, American Studies. Your only choice is going to be at what level you will take your American Studies 1 class. There is, of course, an applied level, a college prep or CP level, a gifted high potential level, and in the 9th grade, an honors level, American Studies 1. For honors courses, we would recommend those for students who are really excellent readers, excellent writers, and who are interested and curious about history. In other words, you watch history programs for fun. You read about history for fun. That's the kind of student who would enjoy and thrive in an honors or an AP class in history. Later, you will have honors and AP classes available in world history and psychology, and in a couple of other courses that we're going to be offering for the first and reviving one next year, which I'll talk about. So in the 9th grade, you will choose honors, GHP, CP, or applied American Studies 1. If you want to extend your activities with regard to history in 9th grade, while there are no other electives that are available for you there, we do have a History Day Club in which you can do your History Day project and present that, and our Parkland students have had a history of great success in doing that. In the 10th grade then, the options begin to open. Everyone will take American Studies 2 at some level, from the seminar to applied, CP, GHP, and honors level. If you took American Studies Honors 1, you have a choice of taking American Studies Honors 2 or taking United States History AP, which will go back to the beginning of US history and cover all of it in 1 year. So if you're looking for the difference between honors US history and AP US history, the scope is really the difference. It's going to run about twice as fast in the AP class as it is in the honors class, which will merely pick up from where the US 1 left off in 9th grade and continue on. We also have our first opportunity for an elective in 10th grade, and that's one of our exciting new AP courses, AP Human Geography, which is the study of patterns of human activity across the globe. And then in 11th grade, everyone takes World Studies, and again, you have a number of levels at which you'll be taking that, everywhere from CP to GHP to applied to AP. And then you have an even bigger number of options for electives that you can take. We are reviving our AP European History course for next year. You can, again, if you didn't do it the first time, take US History AP. We have psychology courses at 2 levels. General Psychology, which is a 1-semester course, or AP Psychology. Sociology, which is a regular 1-semester course, and again, the Human Geography AP is available as well. In the 12th grade, things get a little bit more complicated. Everyone is required to take at least a semester of economics and at least a semester of US government. However, if you decide to take it at the AP level, each of those courses is a 1-year course. That does not mean that if you take a 1-year economics course, you have fulfilled your social studies requirement for that year. You still have to take at least a semester of US government. So it becomes a little tricky to fit all of that in. You have to take both a government and an economics course. In addition to those courses and all the different levels at which you can take them, all of those other electives are also available in 12th grade. So you can see we have a number of AP classes within the Social Studies department. In fact, I think we offer all of the AP classes that are possible within the Social Studies department. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me or have your parents contact me. I'm Steinbaugh A at parklandsd.org, not Steinbaugh M. There are 2 of us. And I look forward to having you all next year. Thank you.
Buenos dias, bonjour, guten morgen, to the class of 2018. My name is Senora O'Donnell, and I'd like to talk to you about the many opportunities that the World Language Department has to offer here at Parkland High School. We are well aware that no matter your career choice, learning a world language opens the doors to many cultures and people of the world. You can benefit tremendously by communicating in another language to make unending personal and professional connections. You will use this skill well beyond your days in the classroom, and each of you have the opportunity for the best language study available by having contact with the target language every day in the classroom and by using it with your classmates to communicate here at the high school. Many colleges require for admission 2 or more years of the same world language. Some colleges require more. Some majors require more than 2 years. And it is preferred to stay with one language rather than jumping from a level 1 German to a level 1 French, etc. We have German, French, Spanish classes up to level 5. We also offer sign language levels 1 through 4 and Latin levels 1 through 4. Your question might be, do I take regular 2 CP level or do I take level 2 honors level? And at this point, you should know what type of student you are and your motivation for language study. You need to be aware that in an honors level 2, the class will be entirely in that language, okay? If there's ever any emergencies, the teacher will speak in English, like fire, leave the building, okay? But otherwise, everything is in the target language, and this is really the best way to learn it, because the more you hear it, the more you're around it, the more you're gonna observe the target language. So the honors level will be entirely in that language. So think about, talk with your middle school teachers. What are their recommendations if you should take the level 2 or the level 2 honors? If you haven't had a language at this point, doesn't mean you have to jump right into a level 1. If you need some more of the English classes and the reading, you may wait till you're a sophomore or junior to take the level 1. It's also a possibility to take more than one language. If language is your thing, you may take more than one as well. In addition to our language classes, we have lots of offerings here at the high school. We have a club for every language. Later on, there's honor societies. We have trips abroad. So we have lots of fun things available for you when you're studying a language. As you go on, also, you may earn college credits for language study. In your junior and senior year, or in your levels 4 and 5, you may take dual enrollment to get college credits, or you may take the AP exam after the level 5. So those are some things that are further down the program, but you might want to start thinking about as of now. Please feel free to talk to any of the current 9th graders to get their feedback on the program here at the high school. And you come very well prepared. Your middle school teachers do a great job with a level 1 to prepare you for the program here at the high school. I always have adults asking me, what's the best way to learn a language? Should I get Rosetta Stone, or what should I do? But actually the best way to learn it is to have contact with it every day, like you guys do in the classroom, and put your best foot forward with that. Merci, danke, gracias, and myself and the other language teachers look forward to meeting you and to exploring other cultures of the world and other languages of the world. Gracias, adios.
Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Kester and I'm the Department Chair of the Technology and Engineering Department. This slide that you're looking at tells a whole lot about what technology and engineering is at Parkland High School. You see a student sitting there on a thing that we call a hovercraft, and it was made as a part of a project in the class itself. It was one of those engineering ingenuity type of things that we tend to do in our department. If you've ever seen the TV show How It's Made on the Science Channel, or Modern Marvels on the History Channel, or perhaps Mythbusters, a slightly older one that's been in rerun, you will see the type of things that we tend to do in our technology education department. We like to do the innovative things. If you're the type of person who at some point maybe broke a part of your bicycle and you fixed it yourself. Maybe you even made a little innovation. Maybe you used even duct tape or something silly like that to make it work. Maybe you fixed your ski bindings. Anything like that, if you're the type of person that wants to know how things work, you're in the right department. Now, what I'd like to do is talk to you a little bit about the courses that we have offered here. We offer 17 courses in this technology and engineering department. 9 of them are half-year courses, and the other 8 are full-year courses. We'll talk about those a little bit later on. Mr. Stutz, the first course slide that I have here is dealing with one lab called the Design Lab. Now that happens to be my home, where I tend to teach most of my courses. It is a lab that looks a whole lot like your CAD labs at the middle school in the technology education department. What I did here was I highlighted or bolded the course 901 at the very top, Introduction to Drafting, Design, and CAD, because that is your prerequisite course that you're going to need to start with. In fact, that prerequisite course is the starting point for several courses, even in the other labs. We also have, as you see, residential architecture. We have advanced architecture, and if we can flip to the next slide, this course is kind of a standalone that's also taught in that lab. It's called 3D Computer Design and Animation. This is a very popular course because it uses a real high-end gaming package called 3D Studio Max. Okay, on to the next lab. If we flip over to the next lab, this lab is the Transportation and Energy Lab. This is the one where, I showed you the first slide where we had the hovercraft with the student who made that makeshift hovercraft project. This is actually the lab where we do a whole lot of that deeper, innovating work. Once again, if you look at the courses in here, the first one, the one that's bolded, is Intro to Drafting, Design, and CAD. And Mr. Stutz, if we could hit that little video. This is a video that will demonstrate some of our work.
Use a variety of these production tools as they explore the many fields of engineering. As seen here, the SMET, or a Simple Machine Energy Transformation Project, is a good example of students using their creative knowledge to produce a technological system.
This is made by the students.
Energy from one student device to another using various simple machines and mechanisms.
All right. You can see that's what we call a Rube Goldberg device, one where you have to decide how to set it up so that you perform certain functions. The last lab that we have is the production manufacturing lab. Once again, the starting course with that is 901, Introduction to Drafting, Design, and CAD. And by now you get the picture. That's the course to start with. This lab is a whole lot more heavily related to the robotic sides of things. Many of our competitions that we do in the after hours and all across the country, quite honestly, come out of this lab. It is the lab where we have computer numerical controlled machining. We have several robotic arms. One of the projects that we do, one of the competition projects, is actually designing a robot to perform a certain game, kind of like a mini basketball game, to be honest with you. So that lab is also there. The next slide will show you another, this is kind of a standalone course, electronics. Anyone who has the interest in specifically learning something about electronics, this is the course for you. It does not have the same prerequisite. You can take this next year as a standalone electronics course if that's your interest. Last slide, folks. This program that we have here is the Project Lead the Way pre-engineering sequence. Folks, this is an honors level program that is not made for the faint of heart, quite honestly. It is an honors elective course. However, there is a fair amount of homework with these courses. We are directing people who are working toward developing students who are interested in going into a 4-year engineering program, which of course you know is going to be rigorous. It is a series of 8 courses. Already next year in 9th grade, you could start in this program by taking course 991, Intro to Engineering Design. There is a good amount of math in these classes. There's a portfolio required for every student. And there are a number of CAD drawings and projects that are done throughout the year. Honors credit, not only honors credit, but college credit can also be earned with this program. Folks, that's an overview of the program. I thank you for your attention, and hopefully we'll see you next year.
Okay, class, can you please turn to page 83, section 3.3, formula weights. Chemical formulas and chemical equations both have quantitative significance. The subscripts in the formulas and the coefficients in equations represent precise quantities. The formula H2O indicates that a molecule of this substance contains exactly 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. Similarly, the balanced chemical equation for the combustion of propane, C3H8, 5O2, 3CO2, plus 4O2, shown in equation 3.9, indicates that the combustion of
morning. My name is Mr. Shu, and I'm one of the 5 art teachers at Parkland High School. We're going to talk to you a little bit about art electives. In elementary and middle school, you have to take art. It's required. But when you get to the high school, it becomes an elective. You can elect to do so. We have a lot of electives up at Parkland High School. If you're not familiar with the art department, if you would go out the door to the auditorium and make a right and go about maybe 20 feet, you'd see there's a gallery there, and behind that gallery are 4 studios. The purpose for the gallery is to display professional artists from September through December, and from January on, it's all student work. May, we exhibit Senior Art Award recipients, and we also do a large art show. Behind that gallery are some studios. We have the craft studio. The craft studio, we do craft courses. Jewelry and Metals 1, Jewelry and Metals 2, Ceramics 1, Ceramics 2, traditional crafts. And not all of those are available for you, but when you think about art electives, you want to look for the ones that say, in the course registration book, say grade 9, okay? That would be for you. It's a good time to get started with the lower level courses. The second studio is called the Fine Arts Studio, and we do drawing 1, drawing 2, we do painting 1, painting 2, and for portfolio prep and AP Studio. Portfolio prep and AP Studio courses are courses that are geared for students that are going to pursue a career in art. They're upper level courses for juniors and seniors. Although you're not a junior and senior, if you're going to consider a career in art, you need to come back and get involved right away as a 9th grader. The more art you have, the more important it is, and the better you're going to be prepared. The third studio is called a Park Center, photography, art history. It's a resource center for our art students, and it's a computer lab. Mr. Barrett over there teaches Computer Art 1, Computer Art 2, Photography 1, Photography 2, Photography 3. We do computer animation, and I think that's it. And in the fourth studio, we have a drawing studio, Drawing 1 and Drawing 2. So there are a lot of opportunities, a lot of choices for you. Again, when you come back as a 9th grader look for the courses that say 9. All our art courses are mixed with grade levels, so you'll be having classes with juniors as well as seniors and sophomores, and they're double period, so you have them for double period every other day for a semester. All right? You can take a look in the course registration book. If you look on page 59, there's a career pathway chart for you. That'll outline, if you're interested in art, some suggestions that you should pursue immediately as a 9th grader. And it also lists all the art courses, and it'll tell you whether it's an elective for you as a 9th grader. As you went through elementary and through middle school, what happened was you dabbled in everything. You did a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And we felt that when you got to the high school, you really need to spend time in a course that you really like, or pursue something that you haven't even thought about, like jewelry and metals. Most people have never worked with jewelry or metals, or silver, or bronze, or brass before. So maybe that's something you want to give a shot, a lot of hands-on thing. If you like to draw in elementary and middle school, you had to do a number of other kinds of things before you even got to drawing. So here's your opportunity at the high school to take a course that lasts a semester and to go in depth on a lot of these courses and pursue a lot of different options, a lot of different ways to attack art, to approach art. So we invite you to sign up for these electives. I think you'll enjoy them. They're great electives. They're extensive. You have lots of choices. And thank you very much. Don't forget to sign up for the electives, and make sure you tell Mrs. Griffin and Mr. Eggleston that you said hello, and make sure that you tell Mrs. Bauer and Mrs. Robbins that Mr. Shu said sup. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Mr. Munshine. I'm a business teacher here at Parkland High School. Are you thinking about your future yet? Do you see it up here? You know, you're now at a point that you'll be making some decisions that will affect the rest of your life. Many of you have already been exposed to some infotech courses already at Orfield and Springhouse. You've gotten a taste of what the Business and Information Technology Department is all about. Do you see your future? Using the technology of today, we're teaching the stuff that's being used in businesses throughout the Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania, the United States, and even the world. By enrolling in some of these business courses I'm showing you, We can help you get a good, high-paying job after you graduate from high school. Many of you are planning to go on to college after graduation to enter one of these professions. Taking some of these courses can better prepare you for the courses for your college curriculum, no matter what that challenge may be. These courses can make your experience easier. Doctors, lawyers, architects, engineers will benefit greatly from many of our business courses. We have the most up-to-date computer labs money can buy. All our courses use them regularly. Whatever you do with your future, you need to remember that the Business and Information Technology Department is here for you. The courses begin on page 54 of your booklet, where you can get a much more detailed description of each. Good introductory courses are what you're seeing now, courses available to all our 9th grade students. So again, I remind you, the Business Information Technology Department is here to help you. Feel free to email or talk to your guidance counselor regarding your future. Thank you.
Hello, 8th graders. My name is Mrs. Top, and I'm here to tell you about Family and Consumer Sciences. Everything you need to know you can learn in Family and Consumer Sciences. So, with Family and Consumer Sciences, don't leave school without it. These are the 13 courses offered within Family and Consumer Sciences, and we'll look closely at them in a few minutes. And here's our department, including one of our former student teachers. These are the 4 foods courses: Basic Foods, Nutrition for Fitness, American Foods, and International Foods. In Basic Foods, many of the skills are learned, and Basic Foods is a prerequisite for both American and international foods. In Nutrition for Fitness, there is a focus on the nutrients needed for the body. American Foods and International Foods. American Foods has the 50 states represented as regions, and International Foods has a global look on meal preparation. For all of these courses, there are labs, there's food preparation, kitchen cleanup, serving, as well as some paperwork. And all of the foods classes are 2 periods and 3 times a cycle. Interior design, independent living, and creative crafts are the next 3 courses. The interior design course offers many projects with room and home and space for living as designs. One of the big projects is to design your dorm room and learn how to live in a very small space. And here are some more samples of projects in interior design. Independent living. Independent living teaches you skills to live on your own with things such as food budgets, car budgeting, home and insurance, taxes, job interviews, as well as learning how to take care of your clothing so you look presentable on the job. And we also have creative crafts. Creative Crafts is a fabric-based course where there are projects using yarn, fabrics for knitting, crocheting, sewing, quilting, and the use of the computerized sewing machines. The next three are the Little People courses, Parenting, Child Development, and Child Development Laboratory. Here we see the parenting students with the computerized babies, and they keep the babies for 4 days for 24-hour-a-day care. Child development. Child development involves a preschool with actual children coming in the first level for 1 month, and in Child Development Laboratory, the second level, the children are present for the preschool for 12 weeks or approximately 3 months. Here are some of the projects from Child Development and some of the pictures of the kids as well as the teens in action. The culminating project in Child Development Lab is an on-stage production where the children and the teens recite some music as well as poems, finger plays, songs. Next is fashion and wardrobe construction and fashion design and merchandising. Because of the high-paced changes in fashion, students study the computerized sewing machine for projects in fashion and wardrobe construction, and in fashion design and merchandising, they study the history of fashion along with sketching or tracing different fashions. They do projects for a fashion item, and it is sold in the cafeteria to try to see that the merchandising project could create an income. Family and Consumer Sciences, you'll find us in the 800 courses, so you can check your course book. And again, here are the 13 courses. And to sum it up, everything you need to know you can learn in Family and Consumer Sciences. Family and Consumer Sciences, don't leave Parkland High School without it.
Hi, I'm Mr. Tully. I'm the band director at Springhouse Middle School and the secondary music department chairman. I'm here to talk to you about the opportunities Parkland offers at the high school here for music. Students may join band, chorus, and/or orchestra. You may choose one or a combination thereof. These classes meet daily for the full year. If you are involved in more than one music activity, you alternate your days. The band program consists of marching band in the fall and then splits into a 9th and 10th grade band and an 11th and 12th grade band. The chorus is split just like the band with a 9th and 10th grade chorus and an 11th and 12th grade chorus. New this year is a select choir for soprano and alto voices. An audition is required. Mr. Anonia, the chorus director, will audition those interested in May or June of this year. Please see the course book for additional details. Additionally, the orchestra is split into 2 separate classes by grade, but they perform as one orchestra for their concerts. Special groups offered are the Jazz Lab Band and Jazz Ensemble, Strolling Strings, and the Chorale. Freshmen are eligible for the jazz bands and Strolling Strings. Mrs. Creedon and Mr. LaRue will audition those interested at the end of this school year. Those interested in chorale may audition at the end of their freshman year. Those selected to the special groups may take band, chorus, or orchestra for honors credit. This may be applied for 1 year only. In addition to the performing groups, students may take Piano 1 and 2 and Music Theory 1 and 2. These are half-credit courses that meet for 1 semester. Offered to upperclassmen is Dr. Watson's music production class. This semester-long class produces the Parkland A Season for Giving CD each year to benefit charity. 11th and 12th graders may also take honors music, listening, and literature. It is a full year credit, year-long course. After successful completion of Music Theory 1 and 2, AP Theory is also offered. There is something for everyone in Parkland's music department, whether you are a seasoned performer or just want something to broaden your horizon. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact myself or any of the high school music teachers. Good luck.
Good morning, class of 2018. I am Mrs. Donna Steckel, Assistant Principal at Parkland High School and also Director of Student Activities. You have heard about many of the educational opportunities here at the high school, and on behalf of Mr. Mark Stutz, our Director of Visual and Performing Arts, and Mr. Jeff Geisel, our Athletic Director, and myself, we would also like you to explore the many co-curricular opportunities at the high school. The opportunities in clubs, in sports and athletic teams, and the art, the music, and the theater departments. Get involved here at the high school. It is one way to make a large school much smaller, and also many of our activities enrich the existing educational program. As you heard from Mrs. O'Donnell, you heard about the many clubs that we have and honor societies dealing with the foreign languages, the newspaper, the yearbook, the theater arts. Those activities are also an extension of the English curriculum. In addition, we offer many service clubs, service opportunities for you to get involved and to give back to the community. In the Leo Key Club, the SAT organization, and as well we have special interest offerings. And those are things such as an engineering club, and we have different interests such as the ski club if you're interested in skiing. So the big thing for you to remember is that next year at the high school, please get involved. Once again, whether it's in theater arts, clubs, or the athletic program, it's very important that you get involved in the many things that the school has to offer. How do you get involved? Well, in the fall, the very first day of school, you will receive a guide to student activities where you'll get to look through, investigate, explore the many offerings. Also, in September, we will offer a new student involvement fair where you will come down and you'll have a chance to meet student representatives from the various clubs and activities. And if you'd like to get some information a little bit earlier, please go to our website. Once again, welcome to the class of 2018 and have a great, great 4 years at Parkland High School. Thank you.
Class of 2018, this concludes our presentation for today. I hope you have found this information to be informative and educational. And as I mentioned earlier today, make sure you really study the course registration booklet, understand the courses that you'll be looking at taking over the next 4 years. Begin with the end in mind, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the school year. Thank you.